and welcome. If you're experiencing any lower back pain or pelvic pain and you're going into your second or third trimester, you're not alone. These aches and pains are really common, but the good news is that you can do something about them. I'm joined today with the fabulous Krystal Wall, who is 34 weeks pregnant, and we're going to be leading you through 5 fantastic exercises that you can be doing on your Fitball or your Swiss ball to help alleviate all those little niggles. All of these exercises are designed to help stretch out your pelvic floor, stretch out your glutes, and help to make sure that you've got great balance in your hips. We can't wait to show you this little series. Let's jump in. Starting off on your Fitball, we're going to start off with pelvic tilts. This exercise, it's a pretty common one, but it's pretty great to help encourage a little bit of pelvic movement in the right way. Sometimes when we're experiencing pelvic girdle pain, it's because our pelvis is actually unstable. By going through these small little tucks to the range that actually feels comfortable for you, what you're doing is helping to release any tension that you might be experiencing through your hips, which might be tugging and actually creating some of that inflammation that you might be experiencing. So as you can see with Krystal, she's literally tucking her hips underneath her, she's drawing her belly up and in, and then she's extending her hip bones back. And every time you do this, it might feel different. So just take notice of where you're coming in today and just move to your range. The next exercise we're going to flow into is hip circles. So it's great, basically you can go straight in from your pelvic tucks, straight into these circles. What you want to be thinking about is as you draw your hips out and around, you're going to be thinking about really extending through your spine. And then as the pelvis comes in underneath you, we're going to be thinking about that tuck of the pelvis. Pulling that belly in. So it's kind of similar to your pelvic tilts, except you're going to be moving your pelvis, obviously in a circular-like movement. And you might even start to think about like leading with one hip. So you want to be thinking about, creating length through your glutes. And let's go the other way. Another fun way you could play around with this movement is by doing what's called figure of eights, where you're literally trying to draw a figure of 8 with your hips, which is a little bit of a mind challenge for those that might be getting a little weight in the day. Krystal's really focused here on these ones. Brilliant. So each exercise, I'd probably say try and do it for about a minute, but let's go on to the next one. The next one, you're actually just going to roll straight down off the ball, but please don't land in a squat. So come down nice and carefully. And we're going to find our way into a bridge position. So here you can see Krystal's very supported with the ball. Just make sure the ball is on a non-slippery surface. She's going to take her pelvis down towards the ground. Yeah, getting this position that feels good for you. And then driving the hips up towards the sky. Now this obviously isn't a mobility exercise. It's about bringing stability into your pelvis. We're here specifically working the glutes, and the glutes are a big driver when it comes to help alleviating your back pain. So as we grow this beautiful baby and this beautiful belly, it does change our postural alignments, which does mean, unfortunately, sometimes our glutes go on holiday for a brief period of time because of the pelvic position. By specifically doing exercises that help target the glutes, we're doing everything possible to help keep them strong throughout our entire pregnancy. Good. Breathing in through your nose and then out through your mouth. The next exercise is you're going to safely come down and off the ball, so you can just continue rolling straight through. And we're going to come into kind of like a modified cat-cow. So Krystal's going to take her hands and place them on the ball itself. And then she's going to pull or push the ball forward. And as she extends through her upper body, she's actually going to shine her chest towards her hands. And then she's going to breathe in as she comes in and she rounds through her shoulders. Breathing out as she rolls forward and extends the spine through. You could even take a little eye gaze past the ball if you like, or past your hands, if it feels okay, to get full extension through the body. And then pushing shoulders up towards sky as you breathe in. Breathing out as you shoot the hands forward. Brilliant. And just moving obviously with what feels like your natural rhythmic breath. Taking notice that you want to see 360-degree breathing here. So we're going to see full breathing into these side ribs, full breathing into these back ribs as well. Excellent. The next exercise is going to be a lunge, and it's the last one for today. You're going to take 1 foot forward and slightly place it outwards of your body. So you don't want to have it straight forward, like you can see with mine. You want to have it slightly swayed out. And then from here, Krystal's going to literally push the ball away and then drive the knee over the toe. So Krystal could shorten up her distance just slightly here by pulling the foot slightly into her body. Yes, that's it. And then knee goes over toe. And what this is doing is it's helping to stretch out through adductors, which is obviously so fabulous when it comes to alleviating back pain. But this exercise, it is also really powerful in another way, in that it could be a really great birth position as well. So getting familiar with how your body feels in a lunge or a squat, or with the hips open, feet closed. Playing around with all of these positions in your 3rd trimester can be a really great way to help prepare your body for your delivery day if you are giving birth vaginally. Good, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then let's go on to the other side. Nice and carefully put that knee back in underneath you, extend out, and then it's a drive the body, the ball forward. Let's see how that should move away. And then back again. So hands are just nice and lightly on the ball here. Take notice if you feel that one side is moving better than the other. Very common. But if you are experiencing any SI joint pain, by doing any of these exercises, it will hopefully help to alleviate any imbalances when it comes to muscle tightness. Wonderful. So I would highly recommend that going into your 3rd trimester that you do get yourself a fit ball. It's a great exercise to have, it's a great piece of equipment to have in your lounge room, especially if you are a desk worker. Transitioning from doing some of your work in your like normal seated office chair and then onto a Swiss ball might be just a really natural way that you start to incorporate some of these 5 exercises that will help alleviate lower back pain, help to bring better balance and alignment to your hips. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Krystal, for being our beautiful model in this video. We can't wait to see you next time.